They can disrupt play calling, communication at the line of scrimmage. He has been playing crowd noise all week in practice to make sure his players are prepared. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. From the gun, running back on the move. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Just like we expected, this home crowd getting involved right from the start.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Russell. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affected the football game.
Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. 3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. To throw, it's Russell. Quarterback extends the play. Wide open downfield. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. Really good job when this play went off script, and that's the job of a tight end. Find the soft spot and stay in the quarterback's field of vision.
Yeah, and it's just frustrating to play this kind of style of quarterback. That's always going to extend the play, make it harder on you as a defense. You got to guard longer in the back end, and just did a nice job getting outside the pocket and getting to the big fella at tight end.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Throwing Russell. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long. Containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Zings it complete to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Working that left side now. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
It's complete on the right side. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole.
Finding some room. Got enough for the first. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain. And the Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete. At the 35, he's open. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. The Seminoles, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Looking downfield on first down. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
Well, I know that one falls incomplete, but as the head coach, you got to still love what you've seen from your quarterback early in this game. He's been accurate, in a great rhythm. To start the game 4 for 5, that's pretty good.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Able to make the tackle, but not before he gets 5 yards down to the 21. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this third and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Rushes on him. And the third down pass is knocked away by the D.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Converts on fourth down. Still going. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. The give on the inside. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
Might as well stick with him. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. They'll try to drive ahead on third and short. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be fourth down and 1.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were on the last fourth down.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. A cornerstone of the Alabama program really throughout history has been be physical, establish a running game.
They're great running backs. I mean, not only are you recruiting great players in the offensive line and skill and all over the place, but so many great backs that you can name off the top of your head that played at Alabama, that ran it with an edge, that ran it physical, that always
There he goes. He's at the 40. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Keelan Russell looking to scramble. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
I just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Russell. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Timing has to be so good. You're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field. The ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Makes a pass to Marker. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. To the air on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Riles. He'll take it up to the 45-yard line. They stop him and knock him out of bounds.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Right on the money. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack 1st down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Throws to the wideout. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be 4th down.
Well, this guy is one of the best receivers in college football, and the defense knows it too, right? They've been watching film, and that time on 3rd down, they had him double covered. That's a big reason why that ball fell incomplete.
They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. Russell. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, Next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Defense dropping into soft coverage. To the air, it's Russell. It's complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Got out of trouble, got rid of it.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of the look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And they'll mark this one at the 15-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? The give to the left side. Open space at the 25. They make the stop, and he's got enough for the first down, and now this offense might have a chance to do something. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw on first down. Going long. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Not a lot of offense, in fact, no offense in terms of scoring there in the first half.
You got to give the defense credit on both sides. They've been physical, they've been making plays. So now, which of these offenses can break the tie? It's not going to be easy, but for this offense now taking the ball here first in the second half, they've got to get something going.
Finally giving the defense some credit. How did that feel coming out of your mouth? Did it hurt? Like, did you not like to say that? It sounded painful.
I just threw up in my mouth.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Fires to the big fella. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of third and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You could throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And for that quarterback, that was a good feeling that turned bad really quickly. He saw cover one. He got excited, taking a shot deep down the field. After he threw it, though, he could see the defender had better positioning than his receiver did, and that ends up being an interception.
The Tide ready to roll on offense. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They're setting up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Russell from the gun on third down. Quarterback now breaking the field. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. Got it down the field. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Russell on play action. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, the performance by the offense in the first half was very ugly, and they needed to make some adjustments. Give the coaching staff some credit because they did that. This is a completely different-looking offense here on the first drive of the third quarter. They just look like they're playing with energy. They've got a fire lit under them a little bit. We've seen a few schematic tweaks as well, but they need to keep doing this because this is working.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for that.
Throwing Russell. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! With that, they grab the lead here in the second half.
I don't know, guys. The way this game's going, the defensive tug-of-war this has been, that might be enough right there. Points have been difficult to come by, but the offense found a way to get it done. Really nice job of execution there on that drive.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The run inside. It's Sands. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. The give to the back. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking for a man. It's Daniels. Fires to the middle. It's caught downfield. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the fourth quarter. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Sands. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
And they got the completion, but no yards. Now they need to go forward to avoid a 3rd and long. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Makes the grab. Got 9 yards on the play. It leaves him with 3rd and a yard.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. And the the Seminoles are rolling down the field. He wants to change this route. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his man. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. The Noles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Running inside. It's Sands. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Really put an offensive possession together here that's fun to watch. Like, it's fun to watch them own the line of scrimmage, be physical. In this area of the field, this is what they call the fringe, right outside the red zone. It's kind of your last opportunity to take shots, take advantage of the extended space on the field before you get cramped in the red zone. So I look for this offense to be aggressive.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Fires to the big fella. Just a gain of 2, and now they're looking at 3rd and 8.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Quick completion on the out route.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Got a big paw up there and knocked it down incomplete.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw again. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown Seminoles. Quick strike through the air for the score. The Seminoles back in the lead.
And such a great job by the offense, able to execute there and score a touchdown late in this game. You know, you try to simulate that in practice, but you just can't do it. Guys are going to have to step up when it matters the most under the bright lights, and they did it there. 1 point away from taking the lead.
And that extra point was critical as it gave them the late lead. And that one ought to set us up for quite a finish. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. As Holly mentioned earlier, this crowd trying to give its defense some energy in a clutch spot. Keelan Russell flips it out to the back. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
He's taking a deep shot, and they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
From the gun on 3rd down, Keelan Russell. Pocket breaking down. Makes the grab on the left. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. They're going to go from their own side to the line quickly. A big play here. 4th down, Russell. Looking left. At the 45 on his way. Great job in this 2-minute drill as he gets out of bounds, keeping the clock on their side as they're trying to pull it out. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Russell. Quickly to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch with these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. FSU calling its second timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Looking for space. It's Hill. He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage. Florida State calls its 3rd and final timeout. Now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Russell from the gun on 3rd down. Moving out to the right. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Defense ends this game in style, coming up with a turnover, and now they can just kneel it out.
And how about the defense coming up with a big play late in this football game? Offense trying to put something together. But, man, they anticipated pass. They played with great vision in the back end, broke on the football, Palmer, and they called game.
Yeah, they had the lead. They knew the offense was probably going to have to be throwing the football to try to get back in this thing, and everybody's eyes on the QB. What a great job jumping in front of the pass. Forget knocking it down. Catch the ball, pick it off, end the game.
Rides to the back. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. The defense will take a timeout. 25 seconds left to play. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Picks up the first down. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off, and he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great. The home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments they can jump up and bite you.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.